What is good, family? What is good? Let me know that you are alive. Let me know that you are speaking to me by throwing those A's in the chat. What is going on, family? Happy Thursday to everybody. What is up? Mikey Kitties Never Die. Always good to see you here. Steve Thompson, what you saying, man? What are you saying? Let's go ahead and read that. So you're saying, morning to everybody. 4-hour drive this morning. Thank you, Arca, for providing me with continuing education and making this boring ass drive exciting. My dude, that is absolutely cool to hear. I really love it. Thank you so much for coming on by, man. I'm very happy to be providing some of that cool info. Oh my goodness. So here's one question. What's up, Welby? Good to see you here. Mikey, Tony Rodriguez, Ian Tucker, my bro. Always good to see you. 93. The Rifty One, what is up, my little guy? He is asleep right now, man. Dude, I showed my wife, man. It's you and a few other people who've called that out a few times, and I'm like, oh man, I like it that you guys know that I call my little guy the little guy, all right? Good times, dude. Seriously, good times, man. I'm very excited to be streaming this morning, man. Very exciting times in the market. So anyway, let me get back to Steve Thompson here, man. So anytime that I hear anyone say that I have to take a 4-hour drive, that's actually right away in my head. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? That is a drive to Vegas, right? And you think to yourself, it's always that 4-hour drive, you know, from Southern California to Las Vegas, Nevada. And the crazy thing is that when you come back from Vegas, you know, you usually try to come back on a Sunday or something, you know, and you try to beat the traffic. So according to you leave at like at 10 a.m., right? So, or 12 p.m. depending on the time you get up, or do the late leave from the hotel, right? So once you start driving, you're like, okay, everything is cool until you get like halfway. And then you just experience the deepest amount of traffic. And that makes your drive immediately a 4-hour drive into a 9.5 to 10-hour drive back to LA. Get out of here. I don't want to feel that ever again, man. So I absolutely know what you mean, man. I absolutely feel that is 100% one of those situations, man. Oh my goodness. Hold on just a second. Let me turn up my main volume here. It's a little low. Oh, yeah, I can hear myself. I can hear the music. I can hear the money. Look at this. Check this out. You know what? I didn't notice this. This is actually very, very cool to notice. The ES1, which is the S&P 500 E-mini futures contracts, right? This is the 21 exponential moving average. It's about to cross the 55, creating a massive silver cross on a 12-hour time frame. So I must admit that does have some potency to it, and it actually may lead to a continued upside in the broader markets. Today, let me go ahead and pull up the calendar here on TradingView, because today could be an economic report day. I think it's PCE data released today, so that's something that we have to keep in mind. Okay, because this may actually affect how the market moves today. This is going to be the producer side of inflation. What the heck, man? Can't speak English. Origin, what's up, man? Good morning to you. Good morning, team is right. Man, I actually, you know what? I do enjoy them too. It actually creates good conversation with good company, right? So, and right now, Steve Thompson is rolling alone. So we are going to be his good company here. And we're going to make sure to make that trip all the way to wherever he's going, 4 hours away, chilling and good, right? So, so ICCT is halted down at the moment. Wow, no way. So it's already a volatility halt. What, ICCT, what sector is that in? Oh, nice. I don't know if Viri just opened up already, but it's already at 125, pushing. And TTOO looking strong on the day, man, pushing up to 33.63. Remember the resistance that we were speaking of yesterday, though, right? So that resistance zone being 34.08 to let's see, what was it here? 35.21. So that is actually a resistance range that we need to get over in order for us to continue on to the upside. But if we're looking at TTOO on a 4-hour, what do you see? That is actually a breakout happening right before our eyes, right? So this is very cool. The TTOO holders should be excited here. If we do, I'm gonna say this: if we do combat that 35.21 top on TTOO, there could be a continuation to the key resistance level of 38.47 before facing a pullback. And that pullback, don't look at it as a short attack. Don't look at it as anything negative here, as it's actually just going to be a technical breakdown, right? We want to make sure to get that breakout from the wedge itself. We get that resistance grab from wherever that next resistance is. In our case, we're thinking 38.47. Then we could actually pull back and start validating the newly converted resistance of the wedge into support. And then that is indicative of a potential grab at 32.53, currently sitting at 33.59. FNGR 483, that is actually presenting a very nice opportunity to try to get long the asset if we are actually straggling. I was going to mention this to someone earlier this morning that actually asked that same question. Oh my goodness. So that, let me see. I noticed that the red dot icon when you're live on the tube to identify you're streaming live, it's not like other YouTubers on my phone. Red dot if live, blue if not live. What? No way. I wonder if I set that like that. I have to be honest. I don't even know how to kind of do that. So yeah, FNGR at 485. It is one of those critical supports. Okay, so let me just go ahead and all these paper trades trying to get connected here. Okay, so let's take a look at those supports. I think I was gonna say that the 485 is, yeah, it is. Check it out, 482. 482 is our bottom side support. We said that this would be the range for testing the newly converted resistance, the newly converted support, right? So now we're riding this support. We want to make sure that we can close some let's see, maybe some 8-hour candles, 4-hour candles upside of the support so that we can confirm an upside continuation, right? So we're currently do that right now. Here's the 482 touch. Man, this is a little bit aggressive. What is the market saying? Because this is introducing a potential continuation. If it does do that, hold on just a sec. And let's hold on to our seats too, right? So that's going to be a potential bottom side of just in case, right? 473. Oh man, if it does do that, I'm going to load up some options calls. Get out of here. So 470, I know I said 473, right? But it's cool. 474 is fine too. And let's connect some of these dots over here. Let's see how close we can get to our bottom side target. I would say 465 at the very lowest, right? So let's see if we can actually get that reached and then a bounce. But trust me when I say that we're already at one of those supports. We spoke of a 482 to 504 range just yesterday upon coming back and validating this support conversion, right? So let's go ahead and keep an eye on that. Keep a close little eye on that. Throw those emojis in there, man. What is that eyeball? I'm gonna throw it in there for you guys, right? Oh, you know what? I can't actually get any emojis on my OBS streaming software. I have to update that thing somehow, man, because I wanted to throw eyes up in the chat so many times already. Here's one for you. You can always copy and paste it in case you don't have it. Some eyeballs. So what is up, Rosie Gray Glasses? Good to see you here. If finger reaches 460 area and holds, I see an inverse head and shoulders on a 4-hour. That is very curious because I can actually see it here on the 12-hour as well. And I was not going to call it out until today after this live stream, right? So Rosie Gray Glasses with the very sharp eye, with the very sharp glasses, man. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us, right? But yes, you are absolutely right, my friend. There is absolutely head and shoulders to be looked at. So just for your respect, let's go ahead and look at this on the 4-hour time frame and explain what is going on with this real quick, right? So of course, let's see, Lil RD, what's going on? SNDL, yes, we were looking at that yesterday for Jana, and we were explaining a potential breakout. So yeah, we have to give it a quick look, right? So what I wanted to say here is that when you have formations of the descending kind, that sounds like a scary movie or something. Formations of the descending kind, the Dark Trader. Get out of here, man. We're about to start a whole Hollywood movie up in here. Trust me. I got a bunch of directors here. I know that a bunch of directors up in here, right? They've been telling me, hey, man, I'm a director. I have this and I have that. I'm like, dude, really? That's amazing. Let's make an Arca movie. Right? I'm just kidding. All right. So, yeah, anyway, back to the formations of the descending kind, right? Not the fifth kind, the descending kind. All right. The dark trader, right? So the dark trader. Oh man. So anyway, what I'm trying to say here is that this is common for a falling or a descending type of formation, right? Where you're building this inverse head and shoulders, and I'm telling you, it's typical, right? You get this shoulder on the left hand side, you get the head at the bottom, and you get the other shoulder to build on an angle, right? So this ascending angle is usually indicative of a continuation to the upside and a very typical way of breaking out of this the descending formation, in this case being the descending triangle or the right angled triangle, right? So Batman and Robin equals Arca and Ham. Dude, oh my goodness. Oh man, that is funny. So yeah, you know what? GNS expected to get that quick little bounce today, right? Very excited for the GNS holders. So we're gonna have to see. Yeah, we're gonna have to see where that resistance level can be, because I definitely have some friends with exposure in GNS even still, and I know that Welby, right? You were giving me your cost basis on that. It was a bit aggressive right up there. So we'll definitely take a look at that too, my dude. So one more thing that we want to look this. Here's another way to look at this, right? So you also have this, okay? Let me just kind of expand your imagination just a bit, right? So I know that it's gonna appear just a little bit crooked here, but we have to just adjust, right? So let me just go ahead and do it. You know what? I think I can do it just like this, and then bring that right there, and then we have this right here. So what you're seeing also is a potential cup and handle, right? So I don't like the formation. Remember me, I'm not the biggest fan of the cup and handle formation, right? But it is absolutely present for us. It is absolutely there and showing its ugly face to us, right? So if there is a potential here for an upside, there is a couple psychological formations definitely in line here, which can lead price action to a pretty nice upside, right? So let's measure that real quick. Take the top side of your cup, right? Take a trend line perfectly straight all the way to the bottom side of the cup, right? Or the head is the same way as the inverse head and shoulders. And you just kind of put it at the top side of the shoulder, and that'll give you kind of one of those targets, right? So that target is very confluent with this target here. Now you must ask yourself, what is that target, Arca? Why do you have that line already there? Well, that's because it's confluent with the line from the center of the triangle. So when you take a trend line from the center of the triangle to from the hypotenuse to the bottom side, that's a way for you to measure a psychological price objective based on a formation breakout play, right? So you apply it to the chart, and then that gives you a target consistent of 729. You have about 717 coming in from the cup and handle. Everything is rhyming pretty nicely, right? So yeah, it is in play. It does kind of rhyme with the other psychological formation targets. It is geometrically figured into there as well, and also meeting some of our statistical upside targets that we spoke of just yesterday in the video, right? So everything is looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, man. So Welby saying when would they release the share count? Usually after hours. For GNS, wow, dude, that's kind of a tricky question, because you're asking, well, how are they going to pass up exceptions, right? How are they not going to have those? I know it's supposed to be where everybody just covers today, right? Everybody has to cover the short positions. So what's gonna happen? Are they gonna just cover all that once? Can they? And will they? Right? So are you gonna get any stragglers? Because if you do have any stragglers, chances are it's gonna be big money. And if they're gonna get fined, then they may actually take the slap in the hand for not covering. I don't know. This is all speculation, right? So, but one of those institutions that are holding short and didn't cover for whatever reason, system failure or something, right? Who knows? and they're holding they're holding like 2 million securities. It's like what are you supposed to do, you know? But I assume that because of the dividend split, right? You have to get all the shorts covered. That would essentially happen all same day, in my opinion, and logically speaking. So if you do know something about this, go ahead and chime in the chat. Let me know what you think could be happening here. Will GNS announce their total share count today? Right? Look at SNDL, man, absolutely ripping. Right? So what I wanted to point out here on SNDL is something really fast for everyone, right? So let's see if we can observe this. No, it's better observed if it was on a daily, even a bi-daily. Let's see. So it's the descending channel, right? So yeah, here even in this descending channel, you can still sort of see that there is kind of like it's a really botched up one, right? But this also has like that similar breakout feature, right? You have a potential shoulder there, really ugly head here, another shoulder here. See what I mean? It's like, it's typical for a breakout from a descending type of formation, right? So you'll kind of always see that, and it's a good thing for you to practice and always keep in mind, right? That it is a typical behavior, psychologically speaking, for us to see this type of formation breaking out of a descending formation. GNS sometimes releases news in the middle of the trading day. That is insane, right? But I don't know that that's usually the best kind of face that you want to put out there, right? Because sometimes you could be accused of market manipulation for releasing fundamental catalysts during the market hours. But you know, I think it's still legal, it's still fine. Shorts will not cover. There is no reason to. FINRA allowed shorts into a private company, MMTOP-NBH. Okay, even though NBH has said no to the short positions, if that's the case, then they're not gonna cover, man. That sucks. I really hope that not to be the absolute truth here. Wow. It's like, is this like potentially just creating another like a situation here to, and then out of nowhere it just gets U3 halted? Imagine that. That would suck. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and remove those words from my register. Like, pretend I never said that. We didn't about to jinx this thing, man. That's ridiculous. It's kind of upsetting me too. That really sucks, man. There's so much criminal activity in the markets, right? But I mean, it's really like anything in life. It's like you step out the door and you know there's somebody trying to steal something from a car or somebody's purse or something, man, somewhere, right? There's always some nefarious activity happening. Resistance at 181 to 184, ticker symbol SNDL. Keep an eye on those. And you know what? I think I may be able to connect. Let me see. I actually don't. Ooh, very, very close. Let me see the 5-day. How close can we get to that target? Okay, you do have an immediate resistance coming up on the 3-day EMA 55, located at about 179. But I'm giving you this top target of 181 to 184 in the event to where we wick up to that, and then we start to reject. So the support zone from this breakout would essentially be the higher support, right? 170 to 173 in case it rejects heavily. But let me go back here. Oh, right. Okay. All right. So we're breaking out, right? Let me give you this. And also, this was the trajectory that we were kind of following. It's kind of doing exactly what we said, right? We're experiencing a little bit of turbulence here, okay? And I'm gonna be as concise and honest as I can be here because this is kind of a typical play, okay? So I'm gonna show you here an ascending broadening wedge, okay? Yeah, that's right, I said it, damn it. I really hope that not to be the case either, you guys, but if I have to put it out there, I have to put it out there no matter what, right? So let's kind of try to connect the dots here as best as possible, and they're absolutely connecting pretty nicely, I do have to admit. Let's see. If I can connect it from, man, I could probably even connect it from here. Let me see. Actually, yeah, that's not bad. So, okay, and I mean, this is a little dangerous. Okay, this is a little dangerous. The topside target 181 to 184 that I just gave you can be corrected, and we can still honor my 195 to 188. Okay, but not always does that topside reach, and this is creating a potential bull trap here. Okay, I'm putting it to you lightly. I'm putting it to you with just some discretion. Keep an eye on your gains, okay? Because SNDL may be prepping a bull trap here. 181 to 184 may be the top side of that, right? We already know that we have 188 to 195, but this could be the fake out area. And why I say that is because we have test number 1, 2, and 3 already completed of the broadening ascending wedge, or the ascending broadening wedge. Okay, so remember that this isn't always the case, and we have seen a few of these break out to the rare upside during this market cycle, during this bear cycle throughout the last 2 years. We've seen a couple of these, a few of these at least. One being in TRKA, one being in BBBYQ. I think another one, you know what? Actually, all of them failed in AMC. So yeah, I'm just putting out to you to keep an eye on your gains, but there may be some strong pullback from 181 to 184. Okay, and if that's the case, if this formation does realize its true nature, then the downside is gonna start, right? We're gonna zigzag ourselves around. First of all, of course, we're gonna stop at this 170 or to 173 to bounce and verify this or validate this 181 as a resistance. Short sellers can open short there. Then they will likely start to cover anywhere between 158 to the bottom side of this formation, which could be 152 to maybe 156. If they start covering that area there, then that could be a fake out and a bear trap. But this is, if it falls all the way down here, no, I really do see this continuing to fall, particularly to the target of 143. You test your resistance and then eventually make your drive all the way down to 130, where the genesis of the formation is located. That is typically how to trade this type of formation. Okay, that is per the tradebook rules. It's not actually me creating these rules. That's just traditionally how you trade it, right? So let's go ahead and just mark off the take profit zone here, and let's kind of keep it there, just in just so that we can all be in the same page. I'm gonna dotted line that, right? Okay, here's another perspective. That's the bear case. Okay, I just gave you the bear case. Now the bull case. Usually after test number 3, your capitulation happens and you start to get short positions covering within this area here of the wave number 2 top, right? So that is typical. So you start getting the short positions open, you move slightly up a little bit more, and then this fails. So we are way beyond the area of a short play. So this is already introducing the potential of a breakout to the upside. So that means that if we start touching this top resistance at that target that I gave you, right, 195, if we start grabbing that resistance touch, that is a clear indication of a potential invalidation of this bear thesis. Okay? So that is my bull case scenario, and it's already kind of leaning towards the bull side. Okay, but like I said, always keep an eye on your longs, always keep an eye on your risk. If I was playing SNDL and I had an average of around 150, you bet your ass I'm out, right? I am out here, right? This is already, you're looking at a potential 22% gain. That is fine for the day. You're not going to meet anyone making 22% their cash on the day. You know, this is absolutely good times for the asset, right? So yeah, keep an eye on this. I'm sorry that it took a little bit of a long time, but I did feel that it could provide some good information for the family here, for the team, right? So yeah, I like what SNDL is doing. Just heads up, keep your keep your risk up, right? And make sure not to give anything back from what you've already gained to the markets, right? So yeah, now what the heck is FNGR doing? 496. All right, so, and it did get that bounce from where? So 492 was our low? I thought we went all the way to 480, 485, right? That was the potential great entry zone. right? Currently sitting at 492 right now. Let's see if, let me bring up another chart here. I would love to see how far down it's going based on our triangle, right? Okay, great. So it's still respecting our 482, right? Actually, yeah, it reached down to the exactly 482. Nice. Thanks. Long-term high average on SND. Oh, okay. I got you. I totally understand now. So let's see. Oh yeah, Jonna, you were telling me that different scenarios than MMTOP. MMTOP was illegally allowed to trade. What? Wow. And they're trying to bring it back to trade, right? They're trying to get back those 2 days, the last 2 days, where the shorts had to cover all positions. Apparently, it was a really simple play. You know, you guys saw that very cool film that they put together. It was like a 14, 15-minute video in circling around X or Twitter. Very cool. Let's see. Right. So let's observe our other plays, right? So yeah, this was very impressive that we got exactly our support grab at 482, right? So I mean, that was feeling really aggressive at one point. I'm feeling like, damn, are we gonna actually fail this and continue lower? That's like beyond our plan. Our plan was literally just 482, right? And face the upside. But of course, the music is still on, so anything can happen from this point. So let's keep on observing that. Let's take a look at, somebody asked me if GTII was dead in the water, and we have been covering GTII here in the mornings, right? So let me go ahead and show you something that's happening right now, right? So you're looking at 64.14. The drop that you saw here of 62.96 it's kind of like we already kind of knew this, right? So the reason why I'm saying this is because the asset is getting stuck on these chop zones, man. Right now, the existing chop area is between 62.26 to 68.09, and consistently making this little round. And it's been doing that for these consolidation periods. It's been doing that for for weeks now, right? It's just it's kind of barcoding, right? So meaning that there probably is low contraction. Let me see low contraction, meaning no shares being traded. Let me see what that's looking like on the daily. Look at this. I mean, these are massive contractive levels here for some time. I'm talking about from Monday, March 20th, all the way to today. We have had almost no shares traded in GTII. And I mean, usually when you're facing long-term contraction like this, there could be a pretty explosive move to follow, right? So, I mean, in this case, the daily time frame is really giving us that better outlook, right? Even the 12-hour time frame, just critical contraction over and over. So many iterations of it. John Alvarez saying we would love it to trade. MMTOP was originally preferred a dividend that was part of a spinoff. Market makers made illegal trade, and we bought more, knowing the corruption is deep. Wow, that really sucks. And you know what, I did hear about a lot of people dropping in some serious coin in there, and I'm like, man. So the stock market is definitely not a place for us to dip into, like, really. I mean, especially once you're watching like these strategies, how we put them together here. That's you know, like, you definitely don't want to do that, right? Your hard-earned money for like years, right? You have 10, 15, 20 years plus of savings, and then you throw it in the stock market in belief that your your American capital markets will help you out. And instead, you just get handed the short end of the stick and have to suffer, right? So that's really not fair. I hear that. But yeah, it's just such a nefarious place, very dark too, right? So we have to always kind of if we want to cross the street here, right? We have to really learn how to look left and look right, and make sure that we can hold our kids' hand on that path to the other side, right? So we can't just enter this with our hard-earned money on one shot. Never again, team. Never again. Myself included, right? I lost a great deal of money on AMC, and I'm here in spite of that. I want to make sure that retail does not face that tribulation. Although, of course, I can't prevent it. It will end up happening, but you know what I mean, right? 123 for ticker symbol VIRI, coming back to validate the reclaim of this. We spoke about this drop yesterday too, around these zones, right? 122. Let's see if we can get that entry back into this channel validated before a continuation to that upside. That'd be good. Kitties Never Die. Was there a court ruling just now on MMTLP? Oh, has there really? Oh my goodness, that would be incredible. Please let me know. Does anyone? No, no jaywalking, of course. No jaywalking. So yeah, guys, do you know if there was a court ruling posted for MMTLP just now? Off-Grid Gorilla, what is up, my brother? Good to see you here. Mike is saying, what the hell? Dude. Oh my goodness. Hey, I'm sorry, who just came in? Joe H, what is up, my dude? Good to see you here. I see 47.57 as the bottom on GTII. That was exactly my target back in the day when I said that we are likely to bounce from that zone. In fact, it reached 45 cents as a bottom side. And your analysis is actually right dead on with mine. Where just a few weeks ago, right, I was saying that this is likely going to start barcoding or staying within a consolidation area, and that's probably going to present a bearish outlook. So I said it yesterday too, man. I said the range, and then I also said that with the potential of falling down to this zone. Look, I have my trend line here. I had it at 49.44. But that 49.44, of course, is a range, dude. That's 49.44 to the better part of about 45. Let's see. I'd say 45.63, and that is your strongest. I mean, so far, right? So far, within this area, in relation to the historical touches of support, right? It is one of the strongest demands that GTII has in this massive consolidation zone after a huge, like 4,000% upside, right? So, yeah, this chop zone here. This is, we're approaching like one of those strongest demands. And remember, the last time we came down to that 45-cent zone, the price action over the span of maybe 2 or 3 weeks ran from 45 to like $3. So it's very curious that FNGR would be making its prep for a run here, right? It's FNGR at $5, by the way, already breaking the $5 mark. If you were able to catch that 482, 485, bottom side, congratulations on that paper trade. All right, so yeah, that last time, I'm sorry, what I was saying is that it's curious that FNGR is prepping its potential run here with GTII approaching its biggest demand. So, I mean, I have to be honest myself. I would gain immediate interest, and I don't want to trade these anymore, man. But I do have to be honest, right? I would be very curious as to for myself, if the price action did come back down anywhere beneath 50 cents. So 49 to like 45, even 43 cents, right? This bottom side of 43.02, that entire zone there is a very dangerous zone for short sellers. So I'm just saying, right? So Ian Tucker, MMTLP isn't currently in any class litigation. Okay, there is an appeal in New York Appeals Court for getting the count from okay, so maybe that's what Katie's meant, right? Maybe that's the appeal you're talking about in New York, right? Getting that count from FINRA, and yeah, I would really like to see some of that information come out. I've only opened up a channel in my Discord for the MMTLP community. So if anyone here is MMTLP long, then go ahead and refer to the Discord, and you'll see there that there are community members speaking about MMTLP even now. All right, so where is COSM sitting currently? That is sitting at about 119. We just said FNGR was breaking into the $5 zone. Nice. Ticker symbol VIRI making its upside, going to 125, looking pretty good. And ASRE, where are you? ASRE currently sitting at 40.50, within our range of support, right? We said 39.68 to around 41.70. Let's see if we can validate this area here before a continuation to the upside. It would be very, very, very nice. GTII sitting at 63.62 even still. Let's see, and let's observe, and let's see what the heck is going on. Broader markets. All right, so the SPY currently ripping, breaking 452. We're actually running, man. And this is no pun intended, right? So, and the IWM, the Russell 2000, showing strength as well. Look at the ES1. This is the S&P 500 futures contracts, absolutely making its presence here. And moving onwards and upwards, Meta showing absolute strength, which is probably telling me that all of the Magnificent Seven are facing that strength as well. Nvidia 495.07, and currently just I would say about let me go to the daily time frame. It's barely upside on the day. 0.3% up on the day. Meta is currently sitting at about almost 1.7 on the day. Let's see. More impressively is that we're starting to get already some pretty nice upsides here. I mean, the S&P 500 is sitting just about an eighth up on the day, so that's good. I think everything is looking okay. SPX showing that absolute strength. I mean, the S&P 500 in general all is super bullish. And you know what? One more thing we can look at. I think that the CNYA was facing a little bit of weakness. Oh, it's recovering. Okay, good. All right, so the CNYA, being the spot price action iShares China ETF, was showing a little bit of weakness this morning, and that is likely why FNGR was facing this downside too. And I forgot to show it to you, right? I was looking at this, observing it as I was preparing the live stream, and then I saw it. I'm like, wow, this thing is actually falling. The China ETF is giving some little pressure to the downside here, but this, in all honesty, just looks like a reaccumulation period, right? All the way reaccumulating into the potential zone of 28.94 again, right before it distributes again. So, but I think right now is going to be a little bit of consolidation, potential reaccumulation in the coming day or two, and that'll naturally present some positive feedback here for FNGR. That is, if there isn't some outside source that miraculously squeezes the thing to $1 million, right? We don't know any of that. We don't have control over that, but what we do have control over is the charts before our faces, right? And that can definitely help with at least observing future potentials, right? So, and one thing that we wanted to see here, this is the inverse chart, right? So you're looking at the inverse of the VIX, right? Volatility dropping right now, man. Interesting. The inverse of the VIX being the SVXY. You have the SQQQ here as the Ultra Pro short inverse of the NASDAQ, right? Please look at that. NAS absolutely showing huge strength. The QQQ currently sitting at about its all-time, not the all-time high. I'm sorry. Its high of day right now, 379.18. Man, this thing is wow. It is ripping. It is now beating the highs from the 4th of August. That is absolutely bullish. My goodness. SPY, we have a silver cross happening. NASDAQ has a silver cross happening on the 12-hour as well. Ooh, dude. Yes. Oh my goodness. This is 100% bullish. My goodness, man. This is we're talking about market-wide silver crosses here, man. There is some shift happening here. Do you have a potential SPY high looking to start? So I actually do, right? So we are at inflection right now. So let me just kind of bring this up here and show you this, right? So and I really do mean this, man. This is facing the resistance from that potential. Yeah, it faced it perfectly. Okay, so let's just say that it does continue onwards, right? So the next relevant area of resistance, I can absolutely see it here at about 453.51, but let's make it a range, okay? 453.51. And let me get the connection here. What is the most relevant here? Let's see. Just a sec. Let's do the body one more time. Okay, I think I'm going to have to split the difference here between that and it. Yeah, I would say 454.16. So, I mean, if price action reaches there, that's another 2 points, and that's really more than fair, right? That's huge. And we're just getting that silver cross down here. So at some point, maybe into mid next week or late next week, there's going to be a pullback here, and that would likely come back to visit the EMA 21 to validate the silver cross. And another thing is that please remember that we have been following the SPY here in within a statistical back test. I forgot which chart I actually had it in, but this is it right here. So that was the bi-weekly BBWP expansion to contraction, and that move is actually leading to a potential top side of you're looking at 15 points here. So if you're getting that 15 spot 2-1, that would be indicative of a target that's, let's see, 503.02, which is very confluent to the 2 spot 618 at 505.61, marking a new all-time high for the SPY. But remember that these are just statistics, and it's giving you the probabilities based on a condition. So if that is the condition, if it does continue to the upside, you obviously have to take into account your relevant areas of resistances on that way up, right? So, I mean, clearly right when we faced the November 2021 highs, that's or January 2022, right up there, and we faced that 479.98, that's gonna pull back hard. It's gonna pull back really hard. Likely the first stop to be anywhere between 459 to around 432. So that would present a lot of volatility here. And I am wondering if this is pre-pricing in. Oh, what did the PCE say? That's another thing that we should. What the heck is? Hold on. Sorry, team. I'm just looking at the little guy over here, while I'm shifting around in the markets too. Right, here's the daily gap. This would be better said, right? 453.68 to 455.42, and 453.51 to 454.16 is pretty close. It's pretty close. Yeah, I would respect the daily though. You know what? I think you'd be better off following the daily time frame better, because it is a daily gap that has not been filled just yet, and you would likely face a pretty strong area of resistance at 453.68. Let me correct that entirely, right? So where is FNGR at the present moment? Okay, 498, still battling that $5 top. COSM sitting at 120, recovering. Ticker symbol VIRI still holding the 125. I'm very excited over that. And GTII pumping a little bit, 2 points to the upside, 64.49. It was at around 62.50 just a little bit ago. ASRE currently sitting at 40.50, still holding that top side and still holding the upside of the 40-cent zone. So fair enough, impressive enough, right? I love it. All right, so let me make sure that I have this is FNGR here. Let me put VIRI down here so that we can keep an eye on those at least, right? And this would be ASRE. And you know what? I'm gonna also consider. What the heck is this? This is not it. Oh, right. Here we go. And I'm also going to. Let me see what GNS is saying here. Oh man, GNS is following this regression. Jeez. Okay, so this is maybe not the worst thing in the world, right? So actually, let me load up GNS on a different chart, and I'm going to show you some. D-Money, sorry, bro, I missed your TA on SPY. Not a big deal, man. We actually came to the conclusion, that there could be a resistance coming up on the daily time frame, and that's actually seen with this gap, right? And that gap resistance, very, very likely for us to face resistance zone right at that 453. I can actually tighten it up. It's the high of this candle here, 453.52. So to be as, let me see if I can get, 453.52 would be the top side of this, and there's likely to be some resistance to be held there. I do not think that we can cover the close the gap today. That may actually take some time. In fact, there is you can actually see here that there is an inherent decrease in volume with increasing price action. So that means that your bulls are starting to get a little exhausted and may need to get a pullback soon, right? So that's why I do think that this area here would be the highest likelihood in the higher probability resistance range. So keep an eye on that, my brother. On the SPY, if we resist here, current highs to around 451.73, and that would be consistent to the lower end of these targets here. So good question, actually. You know what, it would be good for the entire community to know that. So 451.59 to 450.75 would be the resistance range upon facing this and temporary. That would be the first area, right? And it really depends on the data that we were supposed to get today. So that's another thing to kind of keep in mind here, is what happened with the PCE report. Hold on, let's pull this up. Yeah, it's actually not even in yet. See, this I'm wondering if we're just pricing this in. Like right now, we're getting the unemployment data, and let's see, what else are we facing here? Non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, ISM manufacturing PMI. Yeah, we still have some data to come in, but so far, whatever happened here, and whatever happened here as far as this, the market's like. Right, so we're still pending right now. This is very important. These are arguably the last two things to kind of fix here in the in the macroeconomic perspective, is jobs, right? So we want to just we want to see if we can get the lowest amount of jobs possible. So this drop on GNS, man, aggressively falling here. We have an hour and 30 minutes to close this candle here, and this could be a bearish engulfing, but please know that we are currently at one of the supports that we spoke of, 129 to 137. Price action is directly on that 129. If this were to fall a little bit further, then it would be in respects to the channel itself, and that would be around the 121 zone. Okay, but there is a support range there. And what I was going to say earlier, Lauren, what I almost bought last night on pending news. I'm sad now. No, well, remember I was saying yesterday that this is I feel like it was already pre-priced in, and then this pump that we got yesterday to the 170 was actually the relief pump for the announcement today, right? So I don't know if Monday is going to be another one. On Monday, there's supposed to be another thing on Monday, right? I'm not sure if that's correct, but please let me know if you know. All right, so yeah, as I would be very curious to find out myself, right? Ooh, careful with this one, Daryl. The huge tweezer top right up here, 1 hour and 31 minutes to close this 4-hour candle. And if it does close in this fashion here, that would be a very strong reversal signal, and it would be a bearish buy formation, right? Tweezer top into a shooting star. I mean, the shooting star I would love way up here, right? But still, it doesn't look the best when we have these huge wicks to the upside. And why is this running? If it is running on a breakout of news or something, then let me see. MDA to buy, so MDA to buy this digital payload division for $40 million deal. Is this a proposal? Announced a strategic $60 million transaction, including a commercial agreement and subsidiary sale with MDA. At 60 cents, you're in the money right now. There is a resistance coming up at 68. 60 cents is, I guess that would be that would be an okay entry, right? So I'm a little afraid of this, and what I would have to say here is that usually these assets that break out on news like this, they tend to taper off pretty fast. They mean revert, right? So as of now, I can see that there is a resistance coming up at 68, right? It's only because it's the most obvious. So let me just give you a range of that resistance: 68 to 70.95. That's based on this resistance here. So 68 to 70.95. Let me go ahead and draw that in. And 68 cents. Why? Because of this candle closing right at the 68 cents. The 4-hour candle right before hours. So Lauren Wood saying, I see why we dropped now, right? So, right, giving this a little bit of a zoom out, then that kind of gives you some higher perspective. There was a key resistance right in here, and that is likely why you're falling too, right? So now, as you can see, This, I get it. This was a huge capitulation and price action would essentially slide onwards and upwards, but no. We still have huge ladder downs here to kind of keep in mind. And these are very, very choppy areas that would, honestly, they would present some serious dangers to the price action. 66.12 rising, 66.89. If this thing, man, I can't tell you what to do, my brother, but it's just, I don't like it when assets run like this based on news. It's usually a short-lived thing. This would usually face its pump and then get one more relief pump before then starting a taper off here or a fade, right? So 68.28, you're at 68.35. Let's see if we can get that 70.95. If you do beat that, of course, you still have some other areas to observe, but I don't know, man. Like particularly 73.38. Okay, you're facing the top side of the resistance right now. What was that top side I said? Around 70.95. And man, I would have already been kaput at this area, dude. Like I feel super scared. I mean, at this point right now, my man, you are up almost 20%. That is more than fair. I am not a fan of holding assets like this, dude. 71 cents, remember, 71 cents. You're not talking about a blue chip here, right? That resistance grab that I was going to tell you about is right here, 75.20. You're currently at 73.86, 74.01, 76.61. Ugh, dude, don't be fooled by it, bro. Don't be fooled by it. I would take my 20-30% and get the hell out. But the fact that it can beat this price action here, sure. Man, who knows, man. FOMO applies, this thing can continue onwards and upwards, but you know how I am, man. I'm really protective over things like this. GDC. So, Daryl, I hope I was able to present not doomsday stuff, right? But more realism here. I mean, you're at a resistance right here, right at that, what is it, 76.41. That's the top side of this chop area here. I mean, all indicators are pointing upwards, so, but I mean, we are moving upwards. $15-minute charts showing resistance at 80. Yeah, well, I mean, in reality, it's 87.40. 87.17, right? But your 80-cent zone, yeah, you have another little tiny ladder there. The real resistance of the 80.78 that you're looking at is in fact a corrected resistance to here. It would be better looked at as 82.69 to 85.15. So here's okay, 73.39. Yeah, man, good for thank you for having us look at that 15-minute time frame too. Man, it's just, yeah, these it would be like your day as a day trader. It's like you go in, you make 20% on a trade. That's, man, that's good. Pro traders are pulling out at 4, 5%, 7%, even some that are aggressive and pull it to 13. We're talking a 20% to 30% gain already. Good stuff, brother, and good call. And let's see, so Big B, GDC. Give me some GDC. What is up with this ticker? Let's pull up the daily time frame. Ian Tucker saying, love how you keep the education real. No puff, no fluff, just real time paper trading. Yeah, man. Oh, I would just kind of put it there as I would personally, right? Literally, look at Zephram. He just said right now he'd be happy with a 5% on a flip. Yeah, man. The point here is to maintain consistency daily, right? So a lot of retail, especially the beginner traders, they don't understand that the small wins are the ones that count on a consistent basis, right? So GDC right now on a downward path, and you have this support coming on the daily time frame. Let's see if the 12-hour has that support too. It's very close. Hold on just a sec, team. The little lady is already saying goodbye super early in the morning. Hold on just a quick moment. I will be right back. And let me just put up over here one of the indices instead. Right here you go. Just a sec, team. All right, team. All right. We are back and ready to attack. Okay, so what has happened since I left? Okay, so the SPY is actually coming up pretty nicely. Good deal. Okay, so yeah, going back to a GNS here. Yeah, if we're gonna face that bottom side, it could be at around 121. We're failing currently that support. So let's see if we can get that confluent bottom, right? So it's just because of the channel that we're currently riding, right? So we have some major pivotal points here. And you know what? Actually, there seems to be a correlation between the timing too. Let me measure that. So from this bottom side, I mean, we could arguably do it. Actually, we would have to do it from here. If we do get that bottom side, that would be 13 days, 4 hours. And from the top pivots, 14 days, 4 hours. Very curious. I mean, that's almost perfect timing. FNGR taking a little nap right now. Sebastian, what's up, dude? You're thinking 107, my bro? That was our previous support. That wouldn't be a bad idea. We're talking about 98, 95 to 107. There could be a bounce based on a regression here at 121 too. Keep an eye on it. Right, so that would be the third. Man, Kenji and wow, if this is just the first touch, then is this formation indicating that there could be a pump? back into 223 and beyond? I mean, if we were to measure, okay, let's just say that we were to take into account here this same time, the same timing here, right? So let me put it at the right here. That's I have to say that it is a little far away. What about the shorter times? Hold on, let me see these. Bottom to bottom pivot, 6 days, 6 days, and oh, sorry, one more, right there. That's 7 days flat, and the next pivot, 6 days, 4 hours, very close, very close. Let's see. And how long did it take for us to make the bottom pivot to the top? That took 3 days? I guess we can let's just say that we were to make that in 3 days. It would be correct at the 4 because of the long weekend, right? So it would technically be Tuesday. So I'm not sure that we're gonna have all that time because of the weekend, right? So it may actually be 6 days. Who knows? But if that were the case, then that would be indicating that we would be touching on a target of approximately 290. So almost $3. Could that be? Man, that would be a serious play. That would be a ridiculous play. Oh man, yeah. So I guess we're just gonna have to keep a close eye on this, man. So I'm still kind of looking at that 121 bottom side of this area here. Yeah, Monday's Labor Day. Like, did I just really say that? Did you hear my tone of voice when I said, yeah, Monday's Labor Day? That sucks, man. I can't believe it. That's officially that was it. That was a turning point. It wasn't like, yeah, 3-day weekend, yeah. Right? It's aw. Stop it, man. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at for GNS, okay? So ASRE is sitting at 40.50, still everything at a standstill motion. 64.50 on GTII. VIRI currently sitting at 119. Damn, we were just at 125. Things are failing. Why? Is it because of the pump in the broader markets? Is it really that? Oh, actually, we're declining a little bit. Damn, are you really going to tell me that could be the high of day? That's a little, that would be a little pathetic, I think. 452.96 is like not even an inflection zone. There is a relevant resistance there, but that's not it. Come on, man. At least 452.85. I'm like over here bullying the SPY. Like, shut up, bro. Why are you being so weak? Bro. Oh no, that's 1 day less for my finger calls. Oh, dude. That was 1 day less of prep for the finger calls. That is absolutely right, Sebastian. Them scaring me. Man, you know what? We're going to have to start looking. We're going to have to start looking at potential rollovers here. Let's see if we can gain some money from a rollover. Right? So, meaning that if we choose something that's cheaper than our current options contracts that are in the red, then, you know, we could potentially get some money back. So I still have 6 call contracts, my original 6 strike and 7 strike from September 15th. Right, so let me go to that and see if that can do something. So let's see if we did a rolling over position here. Okay, so let's just say that we were to go. Oh goodness, why are you telling me that? You know what? I don't even think I would do September 15th. I would actually roll to the October 20th, maybe. Right? Sorry, team. I'm just looking at I'm looking at the options contract on the options chain on my phone. I'll come back to the chat. Hold on just a sec. So, if we were to face that, then, you know what? Whoa, those become immediately too expensive. The convenience of time. Oh my goodness. You see how inflated those are? Those are pumping. Let me see the open interest. What? 0? All of those that are pumping on the October 20th are 0 or 1 in open interest? What the hell kind of a lie is that? Let me see. 8, 8, 3, 1. What? Those are the end of money to be honest here. But yeah, I think they're a little frothy, right? The cheapest one is around $50. That would be the 11th strike. And let's see what the delta is. Oh, what? That's nice actually. That's a delta of 68. Meaning that the 68 cents, right? 68 cents, meaning that you would get 68 cents times 100 shares, right? Of delta for every $1 increment up or down, not including Vega or Gamma. So that's hold on just a second. Am I looking at the right ones too? Okay, right. Sorry about that, team. Let me correct what I just said right now. I'm not used to the options chain on Webull, but it does present a pretty nice layout. I just got confused over its puts and calls. They're right next to each other. What the hell? Okay. All right. So yeah, let me go back actually to what's beyond. So, okay, so September 23rd is another. It's another area. So yeah, in this case, I'm sorry, September 15th, right? That's just the only place. Damn. Can you believe that? September 15th to October 20th, nothing in between. What the hell? So your finger options are still in the green, but worth a whole lot less than yesterday? What? Yeah, man, I think maybe I can force these in the green by actually buying some further out of the money ones, getting them green, and then selling them. Oh, man. Dude. Capital markets, they're funny. So let's just say, for example, we were to go to what's the delta on a 10 strike? Let's see. The open interest is around 20. So let's just say okay, let me go to the 9 strike, right? And that would be, where's the delta? Oh, yeah, first of all, the open interest is something that we want to see. Oh, man, that's really low delta. 20 delta? The open interest is 2,500 on a 9 strike, September 15th call. And you're looking at 2,800. What? The 11 strikes are 5,400 in open interest. But that really has a delta of 15. That is so damn low. I usually like to stick to around a 40 to 60 delta. Let's see. So let's just say, for example, we would go to the screw it. Let's say the 9. Then what would happen here? Do. I think well, so selling one FNGR 7 strike in exchange for the rollover, right? In exchange for the 1 finger strike with a 9 would essentially give me back like $5. So still a loss. Are we reaching an area where we can actually load up hard or what though? FNGR is at 491. Let me see the low again. Where did it go to? Where is it? The low is still 482. Still within that triangle low. Right? So it's holding this area. So I guess technically we're still in the loading zone right now. But I'm gonna, full transparency here. I'm not actually looking to get the longest long on FNGR right now. I'm actually looking to get that the position on ASRE because I do think that FNGR, yes, it's primed, right? But I think ASRE, because of this crazy just 40-cent hold here. I mean, remember, team, we've been looking at this since way down there, right? So I mean, 20-cent averages up in here, man. So I am extremely bullish this, and I'm gonna be honest. I actually liquidated some winning positions at 40% gains just to transfer to another broker that supports trading ASRE, which in my case I went to Fidelity, right? So, and I'm looking to get long this asset. Current price ASRE is 40 cents, a dead 40. And hold on. So I'm still in the money actually. My cost basis is 38. All right, so I'm not sure that we can continue facing a lower target here. So I'm gonna put in a buy order. Right, we're talking about paper trade, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put a buy order in here for ASRE. Just full transparency here, team. Let me see if I can. I ended up transferring late yesterday, so I'm not sure if it already cleared, but it's saying available to trade. But of course, this is it's a SPAC, right? So it's probably not gonna let me clear the, it's OTC, so it's probably not gonna let me clear. Let me see if I could. What would, let's see. And we're currently at 40. Okay, so let me see if it works. I'm gonna put a buy order in for 1,000 shares. And who knows if it's even gonna fill me. Have you guys noticed how terribly difficult it is to get filled here on ASRE? Sitting at 40 cents. Let me see if I can get that. 0.40. And I'm forced to do a limit. Yeah, no, my cash still hasn't settled. For sure, that's the case. The cash has to settle in order for me to trade the OTC. Ugh. More unfortunism. So Zephram saying, yeah, I got 10,000 more shares yesterday, but can't get filled today for 10K more. No way. Off-Grid Gorilla saying, I would wait to buy ASRE until, let's see, closer to close, as they will try to close. Well, yeah, today is the monthly closure, so they may actually, yeah, you're right. I may not even get it today anyway because of that, because of the unsettled cash, but you're right. The monthly closure is today. I forgot. Let's see, red for the day, and you can get a discount. And push it green so we win and they get they can get a margin call. GME is going. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! We got a bounce at 122. We were talking about 121 from GNS. Let's see if it can hold it. Okay, it would be validating this resistance at 129. But why is GME running? Let me see this on a 3-day. Hold on, bro. This is I was already talking about this upside. What I'm man. Hold on. Am I seeing the actual support now? Hold on. Or resistance, sorry. Oh, dude. I don't know if that's the case, though. I'm not sure that I can trust that. Let me see. And what if I change the entire angle? What if I changed it all the way around? Then would that mean that we're trading it like this? Wow. Hold on just a sec, team. That's the little lady texting me. Okay, so in an hour and a half, that's gonna be 9:30. Okay, team, I may have to stop streaming at 9:30 today. At around 9:30 a.m. But we'll see, right? So the little lady is actually trying to get the car serviced, and they're shuttling her back home, and she just wants to kind of chill here at the house for the better part of around an hour and a half. And then she would just need to go back and pick it up, right? I would rather just take her instead of her having to ride a shuttle back over there. Oh, Johnny Barnes, what's up, buddy? Yeah, she's saying, yeah, okay. All right, team. I'll let you know for sure, though, but it looks like maybe 9:30. And I'm going to adjust whatever I'm trying to, like, see here, right? But Johnny Barnes, what's up, dude? Oh, thank you for your donation, my brother. That really means a lot. Thank you, brother. What are you saying? So, Teach, can you take a look at MIMO, especially in the 4-hour, where it broke out of a descending triangle and possibly retesting the bottom side, please and thank you. Yeah, no, not a problem. I'm not really that deep into GME, so I'm gonna pause that there, and I'll look at this for you, sure. And a little lady texted again. Let's see, and they said the oil change will take up to 1.5 hours. Okay. All right, all good, all good, all good. Okay, so yeah, let's give MIMO a look here. But first, of course, let me just look at the upper time frames. I always just need to kind of remember the play. Let's see. Okay, Let me bring this down a little bit. I want to observe everything from a wider scope. Okay, and let me go to the 4-hour time frame where you're saying, and you feel like it broke out of what? Let me see. Of a falling wedge, or did you mean a falling wedge? I think I do see that. Hold on, let me load up another one. And yeah, I think I see what you're saying. Let me get rid of the Gaussian bands here. 4-hour time frame. Let's see. Yeah, I see it. So what you're looking at was a potential. This is the regression here, right? And then this was your support bottom. I actually think I could correct that. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it tighter. Hold on. With a combination of wick to body, of a wick basis to a body basis, or a closing basis, I see this as the wedge here. And I think your take profit was already done. If that is the case, though, I'm gonna also see this in a larger time frame. Okay, but hold on. The first most obvious one that I'm looking at is already completed, I think. Okay, so let me just pull it up like this. Airspan Networks Holdings. I'm not sure what this is, to be very honest with you, brother. Okay, so the breakout play literally happened in the same candle that it broke out of, right? So that already took it. And, well, that's the most important thing, is that it did complete. Okay, so now that I see that that wedge got complete, then let me look at another one. Because there is the probability of getting another type of support, right? So like this. Right, I think, oh my goodness, it's such a close one, right? So something like that. And if it's going to use anything, it may have used this one. Hold on. Oh, there it is. I'm using Monday the 14th, actually. Let me see if I can get that one. It's lining up pretty nice. And then, so this was apparently the support grab after breakout. Okay, so now I think the center of the triangle was already completed. And this one is, if you're looking at this from the 14th Monday, this is breaking out from 70% the apex. So that feels a lot better. And I think the center of the triangle would be about here. And we apply that trend line to the breakout. Breakout being there. That's a perfect grab. This is where the triangle is. Okay, so now the top side target, of course, we must observe. Let me see. Let me bring this back. My goodness, sorry about that. Okay. That's, yeah, the little lady, now she's on her way back. Okay, so yeah, now we have this being the top side of the, so let's apply it to there. And that would be, let me adjust it ever so slightly here. A little bit lower. That would be taking us to around 1784. And what is 1784? Let me draw a line there across and let's see what it is. I mean, it's pretty relevant to, yeah, it is actually. Wow. That would be the overall resistance. I mean, and let me show you. So you have tweezer tops resistance, 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 perfect resistance, tweezer top resistance, another resistance here, all this here, all these tweezer tops here, support here, and resistance there. It's very confluent. And another thing that we can do is meet this geometrically. All right, so we already completed the center of the triangle target. So now it would be up to the sentiment to give us the probability of the upside continuation versus the downside. It doesn't have to actually fulfill this top side. It just traditionally trades that way, right? So let me take into account let me see, could it be, yeah, you know what, I'm going to take into account here the current day's range as a fib. And then let me see if it meets anything geometrically, right? Okay, so I mean, yeah, it does, right? So 1827 being your 2 spot 618 and your 1764 2 spot 272. That matches almost directly with the psychological price objective landing at 1784. So I'm gonna draw that range there between the 618 and the 72 and the 272. With a focus, okay, so this is your resistance range, 1762 to 1829 with a focus of 1784. Okay, so now the validation process, are we going there? Like, is it actually going to do it? I remember the last time I spoke about this, we were very contracted, like very low volume. So you can see here that the 4-hour time frame is failing the SMA 14. So likely your 6-hour or the 8-hour would be presenting the support grab, and then that would be the bounce zone. 6-hour time frame RSI is already facing that support that I'm talking about. That support is important too, because we are in the gravitational zone of the bear weakness percentile. So this likely will bounce from that SMA 14 and show an upside. But as you can see here, for, let's see, since Monday, it's been rejecting the gravitational zone. So hopefully this bounce, opposed to the other bounces that we faced on all of these candles here, the current bounce is using the SMA 14. The other ones didn't. The other ones only used the gravitational zone to bounce. So if this one uses the gravitation and the SMA 14, there may be a higher probability thrust here. It's still showing that it has some downside here. So I would say that reaccumulation, or potential entry could be at around 1402. So now we know that 1402 could be that relation between the 6-hour SMA 14 within the RSI and price action's relevance to that bottom side. So let me now put the lower bound of that range being at 1351. So 1351 to 1399, and your topside target being 1762 to 1829 with the focus at 1784. And now you have your chop zone. So I had to do all that math so that I can display to you that it's still relevant within this chop area. Get out of here, Johnny Barnes. I freaking hate it when things come to that, man. But I can't just tell you, bro. I mean, you're you're one of my master students. I can't just say this is the bottom and this is the top. Good luck to you. See you later. Right? Dude. So oh man. And it looks like it's actually done it a few times. Here's another triangle with that top side too. That is ridiculous, man. Dude. And here's another one. This is a falling wedge. This is a falling wedge. So this would be the third time doing that similar situation with a bounce to exactly the same area. That is super funny. Oh my goodness. So Kevin, take a look at this. Anytime that you're viewing my charts, look back here. So they will always show. Another way that you can see this is actually right up here, right, dude? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm just dying over here because, like, I I mean, it like it's just this is ridiculous, man. You know, playing the range here. I guess it would be a nice play going over and over and over and over. You could straight up create a whole ass career out of this range here, man. So like, what? Dude, let's say if you got a average of 14 cents, right? That's a 27%, 28% move to the upside. Oh, goodness. And then you short that upside and bring it all the way back down, and that's another 22%. And then you do 27%, and then 22%. And then you just did 1,000% over 3 months, and everybody over here waiting for the squeeze. Johnny Barnes making his millions off of this range here on MIMO. Nobody knows about it. Dude. Yeah, Kevin, sorry about that, man. I could also just voice it out loud too in your respect. So looking for the breakout, that range though, I hear that, dude. I hear that. So right now we're very, I mean, this support area here, you can see just how relevant it is. But I do have to say that facing this support area is that support that has sent price action to that upside, right? Several times. I mean, with the exception of this crazy liquidity grab here, right? But here's another one where price action just, I mean, that was quite the outlier, right? It probably went to a good freaking 200% up. What up, SA? Let's see, took an Amazon breakout today, took 75% profit, letting 25% on autopilot. You got 25% runners on it? Nice. So I can come mess around in Arca stream, LOL. Dude, so I actually just transferred over some more cash so I can get more ASRE. And I want to try to pick up maybe another 2,500 to 3,000 shares. So if that's it, man, that would mark off around 10,000 shares that I own for ASRE. And that would be I mean, that's like a clear overextension and a huge break of my rules, right? Talk about bringing the arsenal to one ticker. Dude, I'm just so bullish that damn asset. Something is within it, man, and I like it. I like it. But what's up, Barb Soils? How's it going? Thank you so much for coming by. Very good to see you here. So what I was saying, let's see, 10K, damn, that a lot for you. It is, dude. It really is. Right? We just turned those $80 into $5,000. We're over here just longing 4,000. I actually don't know how much. Oh, goodness. D-Money, when is the CPI data coming out? That just came out about 2 weeks ago. And the data that we are looking for right now is actually the non-farm payroll, unemployment rate, and well, actually that's Canadian GDP, right? So yeah, what we're waiting for here is the non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate. Let's see, in the United States, the unemployment rate measures the number of people actively looking for a job as a percentage of the labor force. Non-farm payrolls is an employment report released monthly, usually on the first Friday of every month, and heavily affects the U.S. dollar, the bond market, and the stock market. Current Employment Statistics, CES program from the U.S. Department of Labor Bureau of Labor Statistics surveys about 141,000 businesses and government agencies, representing approximately 486,000 individual work sites, in order to provide detailed industry data on employment hours and earnings of workers on non-farm payroll. So these metrics are very important and likely to affect the broader markets. So sometimes what you're looking at here as a consolidation period, meaning that you're not getting the absolute upside that you're getting in the broader markets, it's normal to face this little pause or quiet period until that data does come out. So what we want is less people looking for jobs. We want less jobs available. We don't want people with jobs, apparently. So in order for the markets to run, yay for us, right? Oh, my goodness. What the heck just, that was the, hold on just a sec, team. I need to open the door for the little lady. Hold up. So for those of you with 3-year-olds, right? Like my boy, like the little guy. How long was their sleep cycle on your end? Was it already like pushing below 10 hours? Was it keeping practicing a reverse herpy derpy on where are you seeing the reverse herpal derpal? Okay, actually MIMO does have an inverse herpal derpal, right? So look at this. Immediate herpy derpy. So Lauren Wood saying it was 10 hours? Okay, so yeah, my little guy here is like cutting it from 12 hours to around 8 to 10. So let's see. Mark, you're saying sometimes 12 hours, sometimes she wakes up after 4 hours and be up all night. Dude, no, I can't have that. You know what I found? Actually, his primary told me about this. The Zarbee's sleep liquid. So just in case. Oh my goodness, dude. It's a like, what is it? A half a milliliter or something. It's small, right? A little dose of that, and then they're just like. So in the event to where you get messed up on the schedule, that could be a lifesaver. 8 to 10 is normal, right? Okay, yeah, so this guy's just shifting around. Lauren was saying, yeah, mine is 2 and she's up by 10 hours. So when he was 2, he was actually doing the 12, 13 hours. Welby, GNS trying to get GNS is trying to get jiggy with it. Right. Nah. Well, dude, I forgot how it went. Getting jiggy with it. Dude. Where is it, by the way? I am curious to see what the deal is. All right, Viri over here at 114 playing all kinds of games. GDC also. Whoa. Why are we kapipis right now? SND, check it out. SNDL already. Yeah, okay. This is already a sign of a potential bullish breakout. What the heck is that? Stop it. Let's see. What up, Arca? Can you check? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. That was the play that we were rolling in. Here it is. Bro, please don't. Wait. Yeah. I'm sorry. I signaled it yesterday. I signaled that the entry was here. I'm sorry. Here. 424. Right? So I said, guys, that's it. We just needed that validation. Dude, if this is, we spoke about this. We spoke about getting the upside, downside, we're getting the upside resistance, downside consolidation, and run. Okay, so meaning that if you got that 424, then you should have been able to capitalize right here, 6%. I don't know if you ended up getting that, but yeah, like, it depends on your pocket too, though. But if you are long this, 38 minutes and 53 seconds for a huge bearish engulfing, Just bought 10,000 shares of ASRE. Hope it was worth it. We'll see. Daryl, how the hell did you get that, bro? Damn it. You know how long it took me to get 100 shares yesterday? I'm really not kidding. I was like, I have $55 in here. I'm just going to long it. But no, I transferred over some money late yesterday, right? So in exchange for some winning positions. I'm sorry, back to ARDX. What we really have to, AMC doing anything interesting? What's up, the people? Jay, how's it going, man? Damn it. Let's see. What is the actual problem here? The problem here on an 8-hour is that if we close anywhere below the opening of this candle, which is 424, yeah, if we close anywhere beneath that 424, that would mark off a bearish engulfing after an upside. AKA, that sucks. Right? So, now, is this cascading from a shorter time frame? Please don't. Let me look. Let's see. What, first, I'm now very curious over the SPY. What's it doing? Oh. We came very short, 453.51. Damn it, we came within 60 cents of our resistance range on the SPY. And now it's declining. 8:23 a.m. Pacific time, I guess that's understandable, but look at Meta holding it. And what actually, let me see what Tesla is doing. I want to see if any of these, okay, Tesla's holding nice too. What's Apple doing? Apple's holding nicely, potential silver cross on the 12-hour too. That's nice. Man, so what? Yeah, so I guess this is ARDX finding the pressures from the broader markets as we speak. We may have another opportunity here to get long again, 417 to 420. But if you got, I mean, 422, I signaled at around 424 yesterday and it ripped to around 448. I personally would have also felt a little weird of this thing coming down. To be honest with you, now that I'm remembering, I feel like this was the upside that we were supposed to get after consolidation, which we got. I think this upside here is reflective of this, not this here. If I'm recalling the play correctly now, my apologies. So if this is the case, then we may be building some type of ascending formation here on the immediate short term, right? So let's kind of speculate on that and see if we have confluent connectors here. So let me just get rid of that thing and put this together like this and see if we're connecting anything of high relevance. Well, we sort of are. And on the hourly time frame, the bottom side of this area here is very confluent to the support line of this ascending channel. Now, know for a fact that this is very early for me to determine, okay? But what I'm seeing here is a traditional setup. If this does respect what I'm thinking, then we're setting up an ABCD strategy, okay? So this being A, you exchange hands with the short sellers at B. Then we get another run for the C. You take profit right at the resistance of this range, which is curious again that it's lining up with our areas, right? And then the final would be the take profit here for the bears, which would be confluent to the bottom side of this range. So it is kind of respecting some of that play, right? So in this case, I guess we would get long the asset at a 417 to 420, and then 417. Let's just say that we got 420, right? Let's just say that you know what? I'm gonna be aggressive or overly conservative. So 417 to that top side of C would be essentially an 8% move. So that's not bad. Right? So yeah. Let's see. E-Trade fills ASRE right away. No way? That's good to know. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, guys, please, and Welby, dude, thank you so much. You guys, that means a lot. So, Welby saying, everyone, let's hit that like button for our Southern California compadre, the chart wizard, dodging bears on the 405, helping us realize charts and opportunities as they arrive. Dude, I'm charting on the 405 as I dodge the bears. Dude, thank you so much. But yeah, team, please consider hitting that like button. Consider engaging with the video, right, so that we can stimulate that algo and get some more viewers here. Let's bring some more education to the trade. So I guess you know what? I'm gonna start creating some merch, and it's gonna be ABT, right, for Arca Bulls Trading or Arca Bulls Team. So now you're gonna have shirts repping the ABT. Cryptic Trader, stimulate. That's right. Stimulate the algo, I mean. On Tara, less than 5% ownership now on AMC. Oh, they're exiting position? That's interesting. And I wonder if they're actually diminishing on their positions because of the pressures that the markets are feeling. Man, this bi-weekly, you can't even see it. You can't even see the drop on there. 452.11 currently. Let's see this on a smaller time frame though. Because AMC sucks. Dude, Adam Aaron, that's our boy. Kitties never die. On the 405, you're blocked in by bears. All sides can only inch forward slowly. Man, you know what? What you just said, Kitties never die. What you just said right now is that the 405 in comparison to like trading is an indecision doji. You're not going up. You're not going down. You're slowly moving any direction. But closer to insanity is that you're moving at an incredible rate towards insanity, right? So Rosie Gray Glass is saying stimulation, capitulation, ABT. So imagine, dude, stimulation and capitulation is like the standard here for the Arca Bulls team, for the Arca Bulls trading. Tony Rodriguez, here's a ticker outside the box. Thoughts on LITB? Yeah, the SPY is actually retracing right now. We were talking about a potential resistance from 453.51, and the top side of the candle ended up going to 452.96. So just around 46 cents shy of our damn target. Slow moving is absolutely right, man. We're literally right now, this 12-hour candle is representative of the 405 freeway here in Los Angeles. We're barely moving, man. An 11-mile drive magically turns into a 5-hour drive. Trust me, I've been there. Actually, I've done 9 hours for 20 miles. You don't want to be there. Butt hurting. All kinds of stuff. And it's like to the point to where your car has just been on for like 6 hours and now your AC is starting to feel a little muggy. You know? Oh, dude. Anyway, so let's go ahead and let's see. TLRY up 14 spot, 47%. What? Oh, right. I'm sorry. I was supposed to look at LITB. Sorry, brother. Sorry. Let's see. Right. LITB. Kitties never die saying my car was never powerful enough to make it over the grapevine. No way. That's so funny. That's so funny you say that because there is always like some car trapped there. So who knows how many times I've seen you there, Kitties never die. You just never knew Arca was passing by you. right? So because of my family trips, right, my dad would be driving this big ass truck. Dude, TLRY is now reversing. Wow. The Prius drives backwards up the grapevine. No. Dude. I was the one passing you on the grapevine to the grapevine. Isn't that deep into the 5 freeway? Way over there, like passing Bakersfield, passing, I don't know where the hell it is, man. It's way up there, right? Oh, dude, that really sucks. And I'm sorry, I am not laughing at you. Kitties never die. I'm laughing with you, okay? So let's keep it real. So yeah, actually, you know what? This is not too bad of a chart. It's just really choppy. Yeah, I want to see the overall history. All right, so it's had more earnings expectations than anything, but then a close second comes with earnings misses. Earnings report set to come on Tuesday. Is that true? So this is, are you playing this because it's an earnings play or what? A Prius always ends up in Bakersfield. Dude. Oh man. My dad is such a hater, dude. He has this his license plate. I think I forgot. It was a long time ago. Something about Priuses. I forgot what it was. But you know, there's a bunch of people who do that. Are we on a breakout? Maybe. But I mean, technically, this could also be just a resistance from this regression too. Trickery at its best here. But let me do this. Let me do this here because something is telling me that this could be there. Little bird on the grapevine telling me. The grapevine, dude. When I heard that, I was like, man, that sounds like the bayou. Who in here is near the bayou? And tell me what that is all about. Like, is that the spot? Like, should we go and chill? What are we doing there? Is that like the kids say? Is it chill? Let's see. No way. Does it really? The new Prius looks pretty good. That's awesome. License plate for the new Prius. Vanity plates driving backwards. It doesn't mean I want one. Hey man, if they look good, they look good. That just means Toyota is doing okay, right? It's going to stimulate the markets, stimulate the algorithm, get some more followers for Arca, right? So, yeah, I'm actually curious over this potential breakout here. Did I skip your message? Where? No, I said it. I said doesn't mean I want one. And then Zephram said, yeah, me either. Didn't I? Or did I totally miss it? Tony Rodriguez, what's up, man? LITB, I like the Heikinashi candles on the daily and a possible EMA cross. Let's take a look. I'm down to catch your perspective here. You're on log, right? And I mean, well, honestly, I if I use Heikinashi candles ever, I would use it more for volatility read. But if I'm also looking for volatility, then I just use BBWP. Right, so clear. This is a clear sign of expansion, and you're expanding right now. Right, so if this is truly the case, then there could be a breakout. And right now the pressure is still on the bull side. However, I do have to admit, let me see. I know that it's 8:30 in the morning. It's still, but I mean, I feel like the volume is a little lowish, I guess. Maybe not. It'll probably end up, I mean, the previous candle here was 269,000. This is a very slow mover. Can we look at Gush? That sounds like my cat. My cat is Gizmo, and I call him Gushy Gushy. Every single day I look at him, I'm like, Gushy Gushy. Hi, Gushy Gushy. Hi. Little Gushy Gushy. I literally just made the voice to you. To what I do to my to how I talk to Gizmo. Gizmo. I just go, hi, Gushy Gushy, hi. And he just looks at me, he's like, Yeah, I have a cat. I have one, and it's gushy. So he was actually a rescue. Oh man, I've had him since he was a tiny kitten, and he used to get along with, well, he still gets along with my dog, and got along with Sasha as well, the late Sasha. Don't feed him after midnight. Danielle Spears, how dare you come in with that huge yellow sign? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I was green for the first in a very long time. Your teaching is amazing, and the new algo was the best investment in trading I've made in a year. You are the man. Thank you so much, Danielle. That means so much. What the hell? You're so kind. What I will say is that I'm currently developing some strategies with those algos, so I should be posting those soonish. I mean, like like the way I do the counting iterations and stuff like that, in combination. Let's see. So Mark saying, yeah, I have two cats, Patrick Stewart, and Timmy. You know what? That's funny that you named your cat that. Let's see. Ours name is Smoosh. Smoosh is so cool. I like Smoosh. I want to say Smoosh. Yeah, check this out. Silver Cross actually happening on the buy daily right now. That is very powerful. Ooh. That is magic. Man, this thing actually may reach its top side targets, brother. If you get that very top side, I mean, damn, it's gonna take some time, because this apparently this is running on a 1982 Datsun engine, right? So this is presenting that high of around 188. Tell the wifey, if you weren't already married, I might have to put the moves on you. They're already gonna put the moves on me. I've already had Ben put the moves on me too. And I'm like, the moves, the guys know. Oh my goodness. So Mark, what I was telling you was that I wanted to buy one of those two really, really big, fluffy, huge dogs, right? And I wanted to name them both. I wanted a big brown one and a big white one, right? So I wanted to name them Barry and White, right? So, and of course, Barry would be the white one, right? And then White would be the brown one. So, and I wanted two cats, and I wanted them to be Gizmo and Gadget, right? But Gushy was the only one. You made me money with your teaching. Yes, Danielle, I love to hear it. No, I don't have a dog that's 17. Or who said that? Ian Tucker, you have a 17-year-old dog, Mango, and Peaches is 3 with a question mark. Let's see. Yeah, Tony, I do too. I love dogs. Dogs are awesome. Danielle Spears saying, I appreciate your GNS video just before the last day to buy for the dividend. You were dead on correct, straight up and right back down. So Danielle, that's really funny that you say that, because when I put out the video saying that there could be a pullback or whatever from this area here, the price action essentially went up like 54% or more the next day, right? So that day, for some reason, paired with the day that I released that bearish video, I increased followers like a lot, right? More subscribers. And then when the price action capitulated back into those zones, because we said the breakout of the triangle and we never came back to test that bottom side, I lost like the most amount of followers I've ever lost ever because it fell. And I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, like, wouldn't that be enough reason to like actually keep me around? But no, it really made me feel like people believed like I was getting paid. What did they say? The rumor was $10,000 per bash video that I did on GNS, but yet I only put out 2. So if I was getting paid $10K a bash video, you best bet I'm gonna put like 13 out. It's gonna be in and out on those all damn day. Yeah, I just put out a major warning. That was exactly what I did. And it was just, it was actually more for, our family here, for the Arca family. and everybody just happened to cross by it, but of course they were. You know, AMC is buying HYMC. Wait. That's always been the case. Highcroft Mining was like a 2 years ago play, wasn't it? Yeah, and Danielle, it is ridiculous. I was just, AMC is buying Mullen? That is going to be the dynamic duo up in here, okay? We're talking about the CEO duo powerhouse, David Misery and Adam Aaron. Let's see what kind of good we can do for the world there. Who knows what kinds of capitulation. Guys, you know what? That would be the most amazing thing. We're just going to have to flip our charts here and pretend that the shorts are long and the longs are short, and whatever Adam and Aaron and David Misery touch, we long, except we're shorting. So we're going to become millionaires off of those two guys, changing the world one share at a time. The AMC buying the Pablo Escobar empire. Danielle is saying, not sure why you would develop an offer, an algo that prints buy and sell signals and then be abashed, right? Man, you know what? I guess to their credit, they don't know that, I guess, but also there is like a featured video right when you get into my video, to my YouTube, that says DBSI or composure or something, right? Like, what is going on? That's how I get Tinder swipes. I post upside down pics, so when they swipe left, it's actually right. So, dude, Zephram is fooling the system. Oh, dude. Could you look at finger and ASRE? Absolutely. So ASRE moving slightly up, right? So, Danielle, by the way, I just wanted to be completely transparent with you too, since you're here now. I'm potentially going to long another maybe. Wow, that is loud. I'm going to mute that before the very guy wakes up, right? So, no, so I'm sorry, what was I saying? What in the world was I just saying? Right, so ASRE. I'm potentially going to get long another 2,000, maybe 2,500 shares. And I already got like people in here. I think Daryl was saying that he was able to long another 10,000 shares on ASRE, and he was able to fill pretty quickly on E-Trade. Fidelity takes a minute for me to fill, but that is my biggest. I guess that would be the biggest holding. I have 5,500 in there right now. I think I have 2,000 in TradeStation, 2,050 or something, and I'm about to long another 2,500. I think I can get to 10,000. I think so. Can you tell me what that was indicative of, though? Did I say we were going to go to 122? What's up, VT? Good to see you here. I don't remember what the 122 target is, but let me just observe ASRE real fast for Danielle. And Arca, when you have a chance or a second, we think 122 bottom support for Genie. Oh, damn it. Danielle, hold on. I see the upside coming in. We're good, but hold on just a sec. I see why they're saying that. My apologies to you. Hold on, right? So this is speaking of immediate short term, like right now short term, right? Let me just pull it up. GNS, thank you. Jubilee John, my daughter is laughing hard. Is she laughing because of my ridiculousness or because of me just sporting idiocracy here? It's like I'm just being stupid as hell. Did Adam Aaron buy FNGR? What the hell? Because of the draw. Did David Mystery just long it? Okay, GNS, the bottom side of this area was the long zone. Remember, we were speaking of 121 to 127. I think it was on the 4-hour chart too. Let me get rid of all this mess. It's so convoluted. Oh my goodness. And man, I'm like confused over seeing the Heikinashi candles. Look right here. I was saying this. Look how it's following. Look how it's following the price movement, team. Right? So I do have to admit that this was one of the zones that I said we would bounce from, and we're already doing it, right? Right at that 121. Currently sitting at 120, 128. There is I guess if you're going to see an upside here, that would be Oh, resistance at 136. I don't think I see enough buy-side conviction here, my brother. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you start to observe here, you're having an increase of volume on red on the bear pressure. And if the bear pressure exceeds the moving average here on volume, then that would introduce further sell pressure. 13 minutes and 27 seconds left to close a 4-hour bearish engulfing. Okay, that's already kind of not good. And we are currently in the process of validating the resistance of the EMA 55, 21, 7, and SMA 10. All confluent to the targets that we spoke of. So I think, honestly, that the 3 days ago analysis and my bear thesis that I put together, I feel like it's still there. And damn it. Which master layout did I load here? Let me load up another one. I want to see if I have it somewhere else. Let's see. Man, I mean, this could also be... That 122 could also be the bottom side. I hate having these two formations. So which one would be of higher validity? The 4-hour or the hourly? I mean, this is I guess there is a... I guess to the credit for... I mean, let me look at this on the 4-hour too. Yeah, I guess to the ascending channel's credit, yeah, I guess this would have been the bottom side because of the regression, and the regression has lasted. The regression has lasted already for about 13 days. Yeah. So I guess this is a resistance right now at 129. Okay, so there could be a pushback down. And there could actually be a real grab of the 121. How far down did this go? 122? I can't see it. Hold on. Yeah, 122. It didn't actually... Is it because I'm wrong? Let me see. Let me try to adjust the support range here. I need to get rid of a bunch of crap here. I hate it when I have so many notes. Okay, so... And then this. Get rid of it. Why was that wrong? Let me see. I'm over here pondering on why the hell I'm wrong by 1 cent. I swear on everything I do that all the time. Actually, could that have meant that I am wrong on my pivot? Oh. I guess I was like, I mean, you saw that little shift that I just did there. I guess my pivot was off by 0.00003 degrees. And the 122 was in fact the bottom side. And what's the low of this candle here? The low of this one was 113. What about the low of, let me see, which one is confluent to there? Why did 122 reach other than regression? I want to know why other than regression would it touch that? The low of this candle here is 122. Okay. The high of this candle is 123. High of this is 124. 123 at the opening. Okay, so I guess it averaged out at that 122. Opening of 122 here. The top wick of here, 122. Damn it. Okay, so yeah, I guess the 122 could have been the bottom side, but we are at resistance here. Okay, so there's going to be fluctuations. That doesn't mean you missed it. It just means that we're going to continue bouncing here. Okay, it came back down 127 right now. So yeah, I guess if I were to consider long positions for myself, then I would already start to get long here partial position, right? So because we're speculating a potential grab of the 122 again, then maybe we could consider getting long right around there, right? So maybe, but keep an eye on it. But it is fluctuating within this 129 area. I would partially long here, and then if we close, this is gonna be a little tough to do. But if we close another 4-hour candle within the upside of this support range, then that would be an 8-hour iteration closing upside of this support, which would be enough confirmation for a continuation to the upside. But remember that we have a 4-hour bearish engulfing. Okay. Hound, what's up, dude? Good to see you here. I remember you mentioned E-mini futures a while back. Are you trading them now? My brother, I actually just spoke about this yesterday, and I think I have acquired all the funds for it, and I'm going to be transferring into the AMP brokerage as soon as I'm done with the FNGR play and ASRE. Dude, I don't know if you've been catching my videos, Hound, but ASRE, my dude, like I just longed the most amount of shares that I've ever longed. You know that I've always traded a small position. Well, I'm growing, right? So, but I think I'm gonna have around, maybe by the end of the day tomorrow, I've accumulated 10,000 shares of ASRE. Dude, I see some serious potential here, my man. And I am talking about, statistically speaking, this is set to make a move above $1. And the top side of my first standard deviation is leading to 131, bro. So I don't know if you're looking for a play, but this one I'm incredibly bullish over. But dude, yeah, I'm still gonna transfer to the micro E-mini futures contracts. I just want to finish up and getting, I want to get some gains from ASRE and also some gains from FNGR. Let's see. Robbie, thanks, Arca. I appreciate you. Not a problem, bro. I got you. Oh, she wants to babysit Gizmo. Jubilee John, was that you telling me that she had I'm sorry, that she was very young? Didn't you tell me that she was maybe 4? Was she 4 years old? Oh, about my cat's comments. That's gushy gushy. Hi, gushy gushy. I want to bring him in here now. Hound saying, cool, I've been primarily day trading options on a 3x lever ETF. So I've been watching indices mostly. So I'll look into ASRE though. Thanks. Yeah, Hound, not a problem. And yeah, dude, oh man. Definitely some pretty good gains. I mean, what, like the TQQQ, you can do the SQQQ for the inverse plays. Triple lever. No, the SQQQ is double levered. What? Which ones? Dude, show me. I have an inverse chart here where I go over some of those plays, right? Hold on just a sec. Like, what happened to my inverse? This is it. Right, wow. Let's see. Yeah, we have the SQQQ here, the SPXU. And I remember you were also into, SOXL? No way. That's awesome. DRV looking good. I think I have the DRM here. Let me see DRV. It's kind of did the announcement already come out? I don't know when when we're gonna get the report for unemployment, non-farm and stuff. Remember it was set to come out like today, but I forgot to see when. Damn it. It actually doesn't tell me when. I guess, we could always find out at the government website. The Fozman, what's up? I know, man, FNGR right now facing some pressures. I think it was broader market influence. Look at this. We have the CNYA, which is the iShares spot price action for the Chinese ETF. This is actually facing some downside right now, naturally placing some pressures on FNGR. So as we know, FNGR clients are China Unicom and China Mobile, which are, I guess, two of the largest network providers in China, right? So if you know, if the broader markets in China are facing pressures to the downside, then naturally because of the affiliation, then there would be pressure on this asset too, despite the fact that it's located in Singapore, right? So Jubilee John, Hound, I'm gonna have to check that out. SOXL, the options. I'm not even actually. You know what? I don't even know how how it's trading. Let me see. Oh, dude, that's why I forgot. SOXL is the semiconductor index, like the index, and it's yeah. This is the bull side, and I forgot. There was another. I forgot the name of the other index to look at for semiconductors, but yeah, man, this is in play, absolutely in play. I mean, well, we have a lot of things built under this, man, including AMD, including Nvidia, lots of things. EDZ also looking really good. 3x bear emerging. No way. Let me put that in there. Thank you, brother. These are good things for us to know. So this is a 3x lever. So direction emerging markets. Okay, so this is the. Wow. Okay, so we have spot price action for that inverse too. Look at it. They're very similar, actually. It's very similar to the SOXL inverse. Very interesting. And notice how volatility is dropping right now. That's but it's look, check this out. Check this out. There may be a reversal incoming in the markets. Look at this. Volatility here is showing us that we have declining volume with declining price. That means contraction could be over soon. At least I hope so. So not looking bad whatsoever. Green Mountain, what's up? Can you check RAD? Yeah. Sorry, team, if I've missed some of your tickers. I don't mean to do that. But yeah, let's give it a quick little whirl. Now that we're entering the quiet period right now, right? 9 a.m. usually around that time. It's lunchtime in New York. Let's see. Spy about the tank. Man, it's been declining. It's been creating that shooting star up there, man. Where is it? Here. 12-hour time frame. And it's really interesting because we just got a silver cross on the 12-hour. If there's going to be continued decrease in price action, then yeah, I think, look at the S&P 500, the futures contracts. It's also showing a lot of weakness right now. So I don't know if this is just because we're waiting for the non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate. I'm not sure if that's really the case here. FNGR currently sitting at 493. Okay, so I'm sorry, team. Hold on just a sec. I remember Danielle actually asked me to take a look at ASRE and FNGR, and I still haven't done that. So let's make sure to fulfill that now. Let's see. ASRE, the current support range. Sometimes we tend to fail this and come back down to the 3602 area, which would be amazing. And seeing that our monthly closure is due today at market close, this is a very critical time for a lot of assets. Okay, so, and let's see, tomorrow being the weekly close, right? So let me get rid of all this stuff here. So here it's the bi-monthly, the monthly, and I think maybe I forgot what else. The daily, obviously, right? But a few other things too. So, bi-monthly close on ASRE. Check this out. Huge bullish engulfing, but also a bullish buy formation. We have a massive hammer candle paired with this bullish engulfing here. So if we close this bi-monthly candle anywhere upside of 24 cents, it's a bullish engulfing. Okay, so now here is why I'm pointing this out. I don't know if you saw the video last night, but this is why I'm massively bullish on this. Look at the monthly time frame. Of course, the monthly is over in 3 hours, 58 minutes. We had that same situation down here. Bullish engulfing with a hammer candle. And this, I don't know if you guys have heard me say this before, but after a hammer is printed, after a downtrend, the next candle closing in the green would be the validation candle for a continuation to the upside, right? So if we're observing the closure of this buy formation with a bullish outlook and we actually got a confirmation candle afterward, what does the bi-monthly look like? That's right. The bi-monthly looks like it's another bullish formation set to make another upside. Right? So this is insane. Daryl, you got another 1,000, so you just got 11,000 today total? Oh, she's 12 years old and growing fast, man. My daughter, she's 19 years old, man. So I hear that. I absolutely hear that. And she is absolutely a knockout, and I hate it, but I love it. She's graced with that look, and it's just, I can only be thankful, but I also have a large shotgun. I'm just kidding. Selling my GTI, getting more ASRE. Dude, I got rid of a large portion of my VIRI to get more ASRE. But I still am long Viri. Yeah, seriously. And that really sucks to say out loud too, right? Oh, she loves animals like crazy. That's so sweet, man. I love, that we have daughters and stuff, man. She means the world to me, right? But it's just, just keep Zeph away from her. Zephram. Right. What? She's 24. Is she a fiance of yours? Just girlfriend? So now this is right. This is why I'm incredibly bullish ASRE, right? So I'm just saying that type of macro closure and confirmation is not really seen a lot, right? So I think that's why we're kind of consolidating here. And look at this. Check this out. 4-hour time frame at the support of the SMA 14, 8-hour time frame at the support of the SMA 14, 12-hour time frame at the support of the SMA 14, the daily time frame there too. We have the bi-daily there as well, and not on the 5-day, of course. Maybe the 3-day shares that same situation. No, it doesn't. So when you have all of these time frames rhyming that same support, that usually indicates that a potential floor is in. And also the way that I was able to tell that Viri was also at a floor when we were at that 99 cents and it rocket shipped to 128 or whatever just yesterday, right? Similar situations, confluence of supports, right? So in different time frames, that is. And also you need, there's several other metrics that you need for rhyming, right? Like several time frames of volatility either expanding or contracting, all in sync, with maybe all of those timeframes with an upside pivot on momentum too, right? So several ways to kind of look at that. But yeah, my money still hasn't cleared. So I'll have to wait until tomorrow to get long the rest of the 2,000 to 2,500 shares that I want for ASRE. So now we're going to have to take a look at FNGR now, okay, team? But let me read some of these comments. Oh, she's just her girlfriend, bro? Okay, gotcha. So Rosie Gray Glasses, let's see, make sure your daughters have the best character possible. I absolutely agree, and she's absolutely composed. She very successful in school. So, she's a very attractive, pretty girl with education under her belt, right? And she is incredibly smart. I don't know if I've actually, I have shared with you before. She was actually the reason why I ended up practicing statistics, because when she was graduating out of high school just a few years back, I saw her book, and I'm like, "What book is that?" And she goes, "Oh, this is advanced AP statistics." And I'm like, "Oh, that was the AP test that you just had, or the class that she had just finished." And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "How'd you do?" She said, "Well, I did okay, right? I got a B, like it's equivalent to a B minus." Right? She said it's a lot of numbers, a lot of attention. So I said, "Do you mind if I borrow that?" Right? So and she goes, "Yeah, why?" And I told her that I think that I can use it for stock trading, and I think that I can create things using a standard deviation. And she goes, oh yeah, that's page this and this and this and that. And I'm like, oh, all right, cool. So I took her book and I started teaching myself from an advanced book on how to calculate standard deviations based on a sample, based on samples, right? So not based on population. So I started gathering the knowledge over how to create standard deviations, and then eventually started creating the sequence into creating the bell curve, right? Your upper bound and lower bound performers. So she was really the reason why I started learning that. She had the book there, and I just took it. I jacked her. Double X. Arca just got back on. GNS, can you dissect it or give me an update? My brother, yes, of course. So I spoke to Eric. It's funny because like I do have it directly under my current knowledge, right? I can actually spit just like a rap, right? And I can spit the truth. So GNS, I suspect that could be at a floor, but I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, so I was suspecting that GNS could be at a floor based on this ascending channel, right? So that being 122. I did present a further target, and Sebastian Lim did too, of 107, and my range is 107 to 98.95. So I said that I would start possibly accumulating here, but not full bore, right? In the event to where we do fail this support and come back down, then we have some more liquidity or capital to get long the asset at a bigger discount. Someone beatbox him real quick. Let's see. Ian Tucker saying, my daughter is pretty. She gets great grades and has a good head on her shoulders. I also have a multitude of shooty things. That's a good way to shooty. Yeah, man. You can't. Oh, dude. Man. I just I think to myself every time I see her. I think to myself, oh man, what? Like when I was 19, 20 years old, I was I was a little shit, just to put it into layman's terms, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, if I was, then so many other boys are. So now at this point, I just trust her judge of character, right? She's really confident and absolutely tough, right? So she actually sees it as weakness when you hit on her. So she likes real brain. Like she actually likes to be challenged with a conversation, and I think that kind of feeds well into having daddy here, right? So I'll always challenge her. Hound, someone beatbox for him real quick, right? So my cost of GNS is 195. 195 is your average, right? So let's see. That's a little frothy, man. But what I can tell you is that the speculation here, you have no clue what I'm talking about. So current almost 35% dip, right? So here's my thesis behind GNS. So we know that we have I think there's another catalyst coming up on Tuesday. Sorry. Is that true? By the way, please let me know if we do have catalyst coming in on Tuesday for GNS. Is that going to officially be the well, I mean, aren't they supposed to give us today the share count? Welby, you're in at 203? Right, yesterday I totally spanked you for that. But dude, I think that there could be a pretty interesting long play here. Here's my only risk, okay? I'm telling you to not go full bore here at 122. Why? Because you just printed a 4-hour bearish engulfing, okay? So that's and it fell beneath our inflection zone. So we're currently validating the 129 as a resistance, like I said when we were here on this candle, right? So my thesis is that if we face a downside, then we may touch the 124 to 122 area again. But since this is bearish engulfing, how many times has this actually been respected in this asset throughout the 4-hour trading history here? I don't know. I haven't back tested that, so I can't really answer it. So, but if it plays per traditional rules, then we are facing another downside, and a relative support or very conservative support would be 107 to 98.95. Hence why I'm saying don't full bore that 122. Let's see. Does anyone in the crew know what is going on with the GNS share count or whatever it is today? Yeah, I'm asking that same thing too. So if anyone knows what's going down with that, please let us know in the chat so that we can further discuss. So here it is. The finalization of the thesis, right? We get this downside. We potentially get long the asset somewhere down here, and this would correct into, in a huge ABCD strategy, where the next target would essentially be, I don't know, man. It could be 277. Oh no, I said 290. 285 to 290 was my next area. So if that's the case, then damn, then. And why were people saying $3? That's another thing I want to know. People were commenting on that bearish video that I put out saying that Arca, this is gonna whatever and whatever, and the actual target here is $3. It's gonna go to $3 this week, right? So I'm thinking to myself, $3. What is the significance with $3? Is there some type of did someone say that or why, right? I mean, we topped out at 248. Which is honestly why that notion created bag holders, right? Because everybody was thinking, I can get in here and still make the $3 zone. That's definitely not a good concept for trading, but and also this was all pre-priced before the announcement. Yeah, same here. That's what I was reading. The target should be $10. The coupon is for $10, and VT saying lots of people saying $3 on Twitter. I don't know why. Okay, so yeah, I started noticing that a huge influx of comments saying that the $3 target was it for GNS in this week. So I don't know if that was just one huge guess, and then everybody just kind of tried to long to reach that $3 target, which in turn averaged at 248. Right? I have no idea, but. Yeah, if this thing, trust me when I say, man, that I just hated that I'm so long on ASRE right now, but if this does reach down to 107 or 98.95, I don't know, man. I feel like I may want to long that. I don't know that I can reach it though, right? It's just the bearish engulfing giving me that feeling. So ticker symbol FNGR, where is it? 485, and FNGR is still facing that bottom side of the range, right? So please remember that we spoke of a bottom side of 482, currently touching the lower end of, again, this candle reached 482 once again. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and have to cut the stream. I think I'm going to try to come back, but I have to take the little lady back to CarMax and get her car back, right? So they weren't going to provide a ride back. They actually said that they can only give her the ride here. Okay, team, so let's just go ahead and cut this a little bit short today. And just to put it carefully here, I'm talking about this being the accumulation zone 482 and the test of the newly converted resistance into support. So, Danielle, I would start to long this, paper trade, of course, right? So around that 482 zone. And if in case you do drop any lower, this is what I'm looking at here, 465 to 474, but everything is still kind of pointed as a validation or confirmation of this resistance into support before that continuation to the upside. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on that, and I think we would be okay, right? We're gonna short CarMax. Let's go. I'm down. Stay safe and have a great day, Arca and fam. Thank you, Ian. Really appreciate you. Welby, Lauren Wood, Rosie Gray Glasses, Danielle, Welby, you guys, Double X. Always good to see you here, my brother. And I hope I was able to break that down some for you. Hound, if you're still here, love you, buddy. The Fozman, Daryl, Zephram, Cryptic Trader, love you guys so much. Thank you for all your support. Sebastian, if you're still awake, dude, I love you. And oh, damn, I forgot. Lauren, I still owe you Gush, dude, but thank you so much for hanging out here. Love you, buddy. In Origin, thank you so much for coming by. All right, you guys. So please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets. Okay? I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very, very good rest of your day. And I'll catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.